Second down and 3. Clock will roll with 1:15 in this second quarter. Becht. Now Iowa State can take this out to the pasture and try and milk some clock. 1:05. Becht will take it wide open, end zone, brought in, touchdown. Benjamin Brahmer. Another big touchdown for Iowa State and a chance to tie it up heading into half.
Somebody watched film. Tight end pop passes, lethal against ASU last week.
A pop pass for Arizona State to take a lead, and now a pop pass on the other end for Iowa State.
ASU really struggling last week against Tanner Kozoil on those passes. And ISU doing their homework, knocking that one through, and extra point ties it. Keep in mind, Cyclones get the ball to start the second half. Big drive coming up for ASU's offense.
Kyle Conradi, as the extra point is muffed, wasn't even on the ground for a hold. Conradi kicked it off the turf, as that is a pivotal extra point missed, as we won't go into the half tied. Looked like the Empire was going to strike back, but instead, Arizona State will continue to move forward up by 1, and they'll get the ball with 1:01 in the second quarter. There is a flag.
Looks like they're going to decline it, waving towards Dillingham.
I haven't seen that in a while. The hold was,
just
after it was muffed, never attempted. So Conradi.
Illegal kick on the offense.
Yeah, can't kick it off the
Penalties
ground.
decline. Extra point is no good.
Well, for those at home playing college football bingo and had a legal kick penalty on their bingo card, you just cashed it.
Someone
you had
just
to blow off
leapt
the dust.
up. Exactly.
Yeah. Whew. There we go.
If your friends ever tell you don't put a legal kick on your penalty bingo card, tell them nah. Tell them I remember where I was when Arizona State and Iowa State combined for an illegal kick penalty. And now, I mean, you want to talk about suddenly a momentum shift. I understand, obviously, the extra point missed. ASU's offense. Iowa State has 2 timeouts now. And again, with 1 minute and a second left, even if ASU kneeled the ball 3 times and ISU called all their timeouts, it would be 20 seconds. They're not going to do much with that. But you still need to build some positive offensive momentum. You get a field goal here, that's huge. ASU, the worst thing they could do right now, I think, is roll over and meekly kneel it out and take it into half. You have to still maintain the confidence you had in Sims. That was fluky. It was a penalty and then a weird fumble. We'll see what they do.
Jace T. Gilbert boots it away. Fair catch signaled, brought in from Hamilton. And the ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. Sims was rocking early, 11 for 18, 175 passing yards and a touchdown, doing even more damage on the ground with a rushing touchdown and 56 rushing yards. But a costly turnover on a ball that he frankly shouldn't have fumbled, but it was
Really
still a good pop
Yeah,
from
a
Iowa
pop,
State.
absolutely.
But you need to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, 2 things can be true. It can be a great play from Iowa State's defender, and it could be an extremely avoidable mistake from ASU's veteran backup quarterback. But again, I maintain they can come out and run the ball in the first play, sure, but the worst thing they can do is just limp into half, screen, run, screen. Then I feel like you concede position on the battlefield.
1:01 in the second quarter. Handoff. Raleek Brown barrels forward past the sticks down to the 35. Clock will roll after the ball is placed. We'll see if ASU goes hurry up, and they do, trying to get some quick points.
You see a run like that, usually you call 2 plays in the huddle. Here's probably the second one.
Under 50 seconds, 1-point lead for ASU. Handoff to Raleek Brown, and he slips as soon as he gets the ball.
Yeah,
down for a loss of 3.
Knee bent in a weird way. Happy to see him just pop up. But that was tough. That was one that Sims probably should have kept. But nonetheless, ASU, the clock is churning a little bit, but don't let one behind the sticks play cost you a drive. I'd throw a back shoulder here. Look for McLean up that sideline.
26 seconds, high snap, handoff once again to Brown, trying to get past the tackles, and he's wrapped up. Planted in the backfield. How many times have we called Cooper Ebel's name today?
Jeepers creepers. Cooper Ebel.
Yeah. And Iowa State will try and play the timeout game. 3rd and long, 20 seconds. It's Halloween. You said Jeepers Creepers. Maybe a scare for Arizona State before the end of the first half. Up by one, Arizona State trying to press forward. We'll keep it here. And Luke, to pick your brain a little bit, this is a game where it's felt like each team had a big punch where they were going to explode open and take a big lead, but we've been back and forth so far. What's the reason for the momentum staying so stagnant right now?
Well, both sides are committing enough mistakes to keep this game close. Both sides are benefiting from the opposition's mistakes, but also committing enough of their own to where neither team has really put itself head and shoulders above their opponent. Again, Sims' fumble was the biggest of the day. ASU has more penalties, more penalty yards, but they have overall looked cleaner on offense, so those two are kind of mitigating each other. Iowa State, just like they've kind of been all season, very steady Eddie. Nothing great, nothing terrible, trying to maintain where they're at. This fan base desperate to see a win at home.
First rushing touchdown this season for Sims, and he takes the snap in the shotgun, throws, ball is tipped, intercepted by Iowa State at the 50, angling to his right, down to the 40. What a great job from Marcus Neal Jr. off the tip drill.
Just that ball should have been picked.
On
wow.
The clock.
Thomas up top to Tillery, his high arcing three, nothing but net. Tie game at 20 with 10:15 left in the first half. Huge high arcing three as these two teams continue to battle it out from beyond the arc.
4 of the last 5 since he has made out of that timeout.
3 for 3. 6-0 run for Cincinnati. Arizona State looking for some momentum. Pig Johnson's fouled as he was dribbling it at the right wing. Looked like he was looking for some help under the basket. From anything I saw, nobody was moving. And thankfully for Pig Johnson, he was able to get a foul call. Foul is on the floor. 6th team foul for Cincinnati. Mayusin checks out. And Arizona State on their own side of the floor in their offensive zone. Ford on the far sideline. Inbounds it to Mo Odom, the true point guard. From New York, takes over at the point. Dribbles to the right side, right mid-range as he fades away off the side of the rim. Rebounded by Cham. And Cham squares up to Krisa. Krisa just nailed a massive three-point basket for Cincinnati. He floats it down to Cham and another two-handed rack attack. Cincinnati back in the lead. 22-20, 9.5 to go in this first half. Bounce pass from Pig Johnson inside to Mukeba, and he travels. Was under the basket. Did a bunny hop. Sometimes they say that's a power step, but not so in that case. Appeared to be a hesitant reaction.
That time they got him on the travel. But man, here we go again, right, Parker? It's an 8-0 run for the Bearcats out of the timeout. It's the same movie we've seen so many times before.
8-0 in the past 90 seconds. So much momentum going the way of the Bearcats. James, bounce pass to Thomas. Thomas, bounce pass to Miller. Miller to Krisa, near corner. Almost Spurs-like ball movement, but an air ball from Krisa. Corralled by Mukeba as he kicks it up to Mo Odom. Odom loses the ball as he dribbles down the left lane, but a late foul call, and the Inferno loving it. Still on their feet. This is the most lively we've seen the student section since first tip-off of the season right here at Desert Financial.
A good giveaway. Sometimes that's the answer.
They're rewarding students with Chick-fil-A sandwiches, but also you get Forks Up Harambe t-shirts. Couldn't ask for a better deal. Harambe from the Cincinnati Zoo, so kind of digging at Cincinnati there, but you know, with how young and how old some of these players are, I wonder if anybody on Cincinnati's team remembers it for either them being too old or being too young. You never know with this modern college basketball.
You don't, but you love the throwback to 2016. It's been the theme of early 2026. It's been fun.
It absolutely has, as Mo Odom gets his first free throw to fall. 9:01 to go in the first half.
Mo's been ultra impressive so far tonight. He's taking much better shots, 11 points, and looks poised taking on this matchup.
2 for 3 from the charity stripe. Arizona State shooting 80%. As the second free throw rattles in. Tie game at 22. 9 minutes to go in the first half. Full court press. It's tipped and Truitt gets a steal. Odom three-point basket. Bang! massive three-pointer. 25-22, ASU looking to steal momentum. Baba Miller drives down the lane for Cincinnati. Floats it to Miller, and Miller with an alley-oop. Great feed from Day Thomas. And just like that, the momentum stolen. 25-24, ASU still leads. 8:20 in the first half as Odom gives it up to Truitt. Right wing, hands it off to Pig Johnson. Back to Odom. Dribbles to his left, gets a screen to his left. Now angles back to the right. Jop, left block, his shot off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Cincinnati, and they go the other way.
Stig will get reset. 8 strikeouts coming into this game. Already with 3 more, so now 11, hitting the double-digit mark on his 2026 campaign. Bryce Chance, the 9-hole batter, falls ahead, stumbles forward into a 1-0 count. Good eye on him as the Ridgeland, Mississippi product gets set for his local team. And a good shot off the bat, gets by the outstretched glove of Daniels into left center field. He'll try for 2. The throw off its mark, ball had to run away from the second base bag, and Bryce Chance with a head forward slide into second base is there safely.
Very well-earned double, Parker, and much needed for this Mississippi State offense that was starting to go dormant for a minute. Looked like they were in the beginning yesterday against Cole Carlone, but obviously that's not the case. That was an epically hit ball right back up the middle.
Chance now 3 doubles on the season. Still early into his year, but it's been an extra base hit machine as Aiden Teal back up at the plate. Second time through for the Bulldogs. Good eye on the first pitch, a sinker blown outside. 1-0 to the New Jersey native. Had a single to open up this game that threatened early and is the only run in this ball game as it's 1-0 here in the top of the second. Stig comes together. Chance, decent lead on second base. The pitch cranked into left center field. It's down for a base hit, a chance to score another. And that's just what he will do. Teal clocks in another run for Mississippi State. It's 2-0 Bulldogs, top of the second.
When one goes, they all go, especially at the top of this lineup. Aiden Teal, 2 hits and 2 at-bats. Strong day for him so far.
And what's the secret to this Mississippi State team? It seems like you can never count them out.
Yeah.
They're down 2 outs, so they have problems with the strikeouts in the back half of the lineup, and then all of a sudden the 9-hole batter comes in with 2 outs and really leads a decent charge, and all of a sudden Bulldogs back on the scoring column. Reese looks at the first pitch, a good cutter, 89 miles an hour. Clips the outside edge of the plate for strike 1. Reese lined out to center field, was a sharp liner, but wasn't able to find fair grass. Already 4 hits for this Bulldogs team. 0-1 to Reese. Upstairs, count even at 1s. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Runner on first in this 2-0 game for Mississippi State. Virginia Tech looking to rebound after losing 10-0 last night. Now playing in the middle game, game 2 of 3 taking place at Globe Life today. Good pop off the bat, tailing foul, and we'll go over the netting and into the stands. And that's what the Mississippi State faithful loves to see is right behind the Bulldog dugout and scramble for the foul ball. And it's been the SEC teams have really shown out with their fan bases. Virginia Tech with a decent section. All in the lower bowls here at Globe Life Field. Stig comes together, 1-2, outside and away.
So my question for you about the roof is this. They're going to open it tonight. Do they keep it open for tomorrow?
Now that's a tough
It's going to be a little bit less of a high than today. Like 80.
That is interesting. I could see it. 2-2, runner goes in the dirt. No throw down to second. Teal with a swipe bag.